Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on May 27, Wednesday. And I'm a minute early, so I'm going to get set up while everybody's kind of getting on. So, I'm early for once. That never happens. So I hope I'm going to have lots of people coming on and stamping with me. Make sure that you let me know when you're here so I know that you are watching. Even if you're watching the replay, I like knowing that you came and joined me. So I'm going to get this. Just a second. Have to turn my microphone off so that I don't have double stuff coming. I need to see comments here. Well, there needs to be comments and then I'll see them. Oh, good morning. Nancy's here. I'm so happy to see you. Let me know when you're here so that I know I can see comments, please. I'm on early. You reacted. Oh. So Nancy, did your weekend calm down a bit? Or I forgot when it finally resolved. It's Wednesday already. It's crazy. I've been praying for you guys. Oh, good morning. I've been praying for you. I hope he's doing well. And now that I'm assuming he's just off that chemo medicine, they have another plan for it. So I'm wondering if we're going to have a bunch less people here if everybody went back to work already. Hi, Marilyn. I can see that you're here, and Sherry is here. Good morning. So and Carrie's here. Hello. I just realized my mouth is really dry from brushing my teeth. And I don't think I have my water nearby. Oh, but look, you can see that I sort of started cleaning my table over there. It's looking better. All right, I'm gonna go get my water while everybody's still coming on. There's still so much to do in my stamping area. Still in holding pattern. Gotcha. Oh, and Alexa's here. Good morning, Alexa. Okay, so did you guys all come ready to stamp with me? I feel like I didn't give everybody much time to plan because I told you I was gonna post what I was doing on Friday, and then I didn't post until, did I even post Monday? I feel like I posted Tuesday. And then I forgot to put it on Facebook. I just put it on my blog. So did you guys come ready to stamp, or are you just watching whatever I'm doing? Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Good morning, Marcia. So while everybody's like waiting to get on or commenting, I started to say I'm not sure we're gonna have as many people. I feel like people maybe went back to work today. Just going to watch, but looking forward to getting ideas. Okay, well, there's nothing extremely lots of ideas sort of thing, but it's a way to make a bunch of quick cards. And I actually started with, I was wondering about that. What do we need? I'm sorry. Are you not subscribed to my blog, Alexa? So what I have is a piece of designer paper. I chose Fruity. This is from the, I think it's called, I don't know if Tropical Oasis says the designer paper. Hi, Dina. Or if it's just the name of the suite, or I don't know, but I chose Fruity. And then I actually chose 5 different colors of cardstock that go with it. But you really only need 4. You get a max of 8 cards unless you have a couple extra little scraps to go with it. And then I have lots of embellishments sitting here. I have a couple of ribbons that are retiring. I chose these based on the design paper that I'm using. So it's the I don't even know what it is, canvas burlap ribbon, and the copper, this is not trim, is what it's called, copper trim. Hi Deb, I'm glad that you're here. Are you stamping with me or are you just watching? And then I also have a couple ribbons. These actually are from the Ornate suite, Ornate Garden suite. They haven't retired, but they're good colors for the stuff that I chose. I have this is Nature's Twine. Some of this goes with what I got going too. And I have some of the, just watching, okay. Are you still really busy at work, Deb? I loved your pictures that you posted yesterday, your family pictures. They're awesome. These are little mini library clips. I should hold a couple of them up rather than trying to not spill the whole container. But I don't know how to do it. I can't hold it right. I can't hold it right. There's silver, and you're still really busy, okay. And white. So I grabbed a bunch of stuff. Like, I've bought things and not used them, and so I'm kind of having mine using them. There's these really cool, this is one of the reasons I chose the Tropical Oasis suite also. There's these really cool embellishments. It'll probably be easier if I just show you when I have the camera down. There's a guitar or a ukulele. I don't know if there's a difference. It's just tiny, so I don't know, like, number of strings, or, you know, I don't know anything about that, about guitars like that. So there's this piece in here that's weird. Just a sec, I want this out. There's a pineapple that I just chucked. I can't, I'll show you when the camera's down. And then I have some rhinestones that might go with it, and dimensionals, and mini glue dots, because my embellishments definitely need mini glue dots to get them on my card. And I need to, where did that one go? Anyway, so I'm just making a whole bunch of cards. So it was a service day. Oh, hi Jamie, I'm glad that you're here. Sorry you go back to work tomorrow. Oh, I will miss you being here also. But that's great that you're going back to work, Jamie. That makes me happy. So I guess you'll just have to watch the replay from now on. Maybe on your way back home from work, you can watch me on those days. So as I mentioned in my blog posts and stuff like that, and I think last time that I was on, or a week ago, I don't know, Sara Douglass, Stampin' Up CEO, was having good morning Donna, was having a service day where she was home with her family, and they were making cards, and they were using the Share Sunshine download. Oh, that's another thing that you need. You need Greetings or the Share Sunshine download. I already have a bunch of these cut with punches or with dies or whatever, so that they're just ready for me to use on my cards. So anyway, she had it last Thursday, and my Thursdays are really busy. Good idea, watch the ride home. Yeah, as long as Wendell doesn't mind. I'll have to give a shout out to him once in a while. And for Jamie and Wendell who are watching on your way home, hello. Good morning, Pedro. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm so glad to see you. How are you? All right, so I thought I was going to have more people. Is there anybody stamping with me right now? Otherwise, while I'm gabbing, I'll just start doing my cutting. Well, I guess I can do it while I have the camera down. I'm just really dry today. All right. You're okay. Good. So Alexa, do you have the download too, or are you just using whatever greetings that you have? Hi, Courtney. I'm glad that you're here too. So she did a day of service last week with her family. It was cute to watch. You're cutting DSP. All right, cool. I do have a plan for how it's cut, unless you're just doing it by that already. So I was gonna do it. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you like it. It's actually like a lime green. It just doesn't show up well on camera. You have the download. Cool. All right, so I already did that sort of punching out and whatever, and I'm just kind of gonna be putting my cards together and then deciding what I like on it. So this day of service, with things going on right now, they can't actually go into places where what they often would do, and so we can do a service by making cards and sending them to people. It can be to frontline workers, or it can be to, and I am planning to send another packet. I hope that Alex, that we sent him to earlier in all this, I hope he's still doing them. I originally thought Alex was a girl. I don't know why. I think it's because the one, I clicked on the profile picture and it was a picture of him and a girlfriend, wife, I don't know. And I went with a girl. I thought Alex was a girl. Anyway, I hope he's still collecting for that, for ER workers and stuff like that, because I am going to send another thing. But you can do a service for your friends. Sorry, not Alex. Alexa, I love hearing that you are sending them to your friends that they have extra needs, especially right now. And you know, we can take care of people. Happy Mail is amazing. So we're gonna create some Happy Mail today. Let's see. For some reason I feel like there's something behind me that I want, but I don't know what. So I'm just gonna put you down. You have, oh, I already saw I had the download. Okay, so I'm gonna put you down, and it's just basic stamping and whatever today, but there is a cute card design that I really liked. I did watch even though I couldn't be with Sarah and her family when they were doing the live, I did go back and watch it, and there was a really cute idea that I liked, that her daughter Sydney showed, and they, as Sarah says, there's no rules in crafting, so you can do whatever you want. So I was kind of originally trying to just go from the grid, the map that she had, and but they did all sorts of things. So they had extra designer paper in there, and I kind of don't have that. I'm just cutting up what I have. But I did also make some card bases. Oh, another thing that I didn't mention, Alexa, that I think you'll want, unless you have, so when Sarah did it, their card bases that they had were the silver, hi Kyra, were the metallic edged note cards and envelopes, so they already had a little bit of contrast with the designer paper, and I always feel like you need white with it, and while there's white on our greetings, because we printed it out on white, I also put some white behind my designer paper. So like with the number of cards, if we just made 8 cards, you would need 2 pieces of white cardstock also. So you might want to grab that quick. So I'm going to, oh, before I put you down, I need to draw names. Okay, I'll do that first. I have everybody loaded up. I have 3 cards this time because remember they came from the paper pumpkin. And I actually have them right here. Friday, I'm planning to do alternate ideas with this May paper pumpkin that I showed. Let's see, I showed it last Friday because I didn't do a live on Monday. Okay, so I have all the names entered in my randomizer. I'm gonna start. So it's deciding who gets what, and I need my pen so I can write it down. Robin won. I never know how to say her name. She just says to call her Robin. Congrats, Robin. Alright, so Robin is our first one. It's amazing how awful I am at remembering things. That's why I write it down. And rolling for our next one is Sherry Moore. Congratulations, Sherry. I don't even think she's on right now, but that's okay. She'll find out. And pick one more name and start. So remember, the way that you get entered into my drawing to potentially win, Marsha Hill is my next one. Congratulations, Marsha. The way you get entered into my drawing is by sharing this video that I'm making right now. So it helps my business, and hopefully it helps people either that are crafty or just need something fun to watch. So yeah, so I have that done, so I will get those out shortly. Congratulations. And I'm going to put you down to do some stamping. First I'm going to be doing cutting. And even before that, yay! Congrats, Marsha. Before that, I'm going to show you the map that Sarah shared with us too. So I'm going to, oh, there, sorry. I forgot my process. It's ridiculous. I do it every 3 days a week and I can't remember. Okay, so I'm unbackwards and upside down. And here we go. Okay, oh, and I forgot, I don't need it upside down. So it's kind of light, so you kind of can't see it very well, but I'm going to walk you through it. So the idea for this project wasn't to do anything amazingly huge or anything, but actually to give you a general idea of how to do crafting. So she has a 1, 2, 3, 4 card. So 1 is you need a card base. 2, you need some designer paper. 3, you need some sentiments or a sentiment, depending on how many you're doing. And 4, embellish, however it is that you like. So you can do lots of it or just a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is let's cut the designer paper. So we are going to, as I told you, I used, this is going to fly away, so I better tack it down somewhere so it doesn't. I also suggested having some extra punches too, because that's part of what, you've lost the sound. Anybody else lose the sound, or are you good? I feel like when that happens, it's not me. I don't think I can mute you. Did I mute you? Nope, that's just tools. Okay, talk to me. Anybody else lose the sound? I'm just waiting. If you can't hear me, you don't know to show it. Oh, man. No problems. Okay, I'm moving on then. Sorry, Nancy. You're going to have to figure it out. Okay, so at this point, let's start with, you need to decide, kind of pay attention to your back also, because sometimes we're going to be flipping that over. You need to decide whether you, for the most part, want portrait cards or landscape cards. So if you want, let's see, I did one of both, so I think I liked the landscape better. So I'm going to turn this. You can't tell it on my fruity paper here, but on the back, that's all pineapples, I can tell it. So I lose sound sometimes when I make comments. I have to close and reopen this feed. That's weird. I don't think that's a me problem. Well, it's a Facebook problem. I don't know what to do about Facebook problems. Okay, thank you for all your feedback. I appreciate it. Okay, so decide whether you're going to do landscape or portrait. If you're doing landscape, then you need to turn it so so your up and down is this way. So we're going to be making our long cuts right here. Okay, so turn it that way. Okay, so we are going to be cutting. Oh wait, if I go by this, just a sec. Oh, I changed my mind. I'm sorry. You need to turn it. If you want landscape, turn it so it's up and down with you. Because the first cut we're going to make is a 5-inch cut. Okay? So everybody good? Okay, so we're actually going to make 2 5-inch cuts. So here we're going to cut at 5 inches. And then again at 5 inches. If you didn't catch that, big tip, cut both ways. Don't just cut in one direction all the time. Cut forward sometimes, backward sometimes, because then you're evening out how much you're using each side of your blade. Okay? So I'm going to do this skinny little strip here now. So this is 2 inches wide. And now we're going to cut the whole thing at every 3 inches. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We're just going to set these aside for the moment. So we're going to be using both the front and the back with these. All right, is everybody ready for the next spot? I think, Dina, are you stamping with me too, or you're just cutting designer paper to be ready for the next time you're stamping? And I'm gonna assume Alexa is almost ready, maybe. Okay, so one way that you can make your designs different is doing a mistake. That's what I did last night when I was cutting extras. So all these cuts are supposed to be at 3 3/4 right now. So I just stacked up both my sheets of designer paper. Okay, good. And I stacked them up. And good morning, Nancy from Bellingham, Washington. It's good to see you. So I'm cutting at 3 3/4, and so we're gonna have a couple cuts like that. And actually, I liked what I ended up having on my other card, so I'm gonna do this wrong on mistake. So oh, well, on purpose this time, but last night I did it on mistake. So I have a habit. I cut things into 3x4 fairly often, I guess, and so I cut it. I think because the designer paper is 12x12, so we end up with, you know, it just so I can get more out of it. I tend to use those measurements, and anyway, I cut last night a mistake and realized it later. So I am going to cut at 3 inches right now instead of at 3 3/4 this time, and then. So I have a 1.5 inch piece that's left, and so I'm going to cut it at 3/4 of an inch, and I'll have 4 pieces that are like that. So it's easiest when you're doing something really skinny like this that you can't really hold on to. It's easier to hold down with your with the whatever this thing is called, the track. Hold the track down to hold your designer paper in place, and then pull your cutting blade to you, because then you're just pushing it up against the little walls that you have here. Okay, so doing these will help us be able to have a little bit of a interest on our card, a little more interest. So that's what we're doing. Okay, so I have all my designer paper cut. I'm going to stack them all together here. And I actually have, I mentioned this on my blog, if you have any extra little pieces, there's one more design where you can use more strips. So if you have any skinny little pieces of designer paper that also coordinate with this, a couple extras would be helpful to make one more quick design. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is cut all my cardstock. And I don't know if you do this or not, but I almost always do my scoring first and then my cutting. It doesn't matter if you like the book look, I'll call it. This looks more like a standard card book. Then you're going to want to score long and cut short. And so then you'll have the book look. I made that up. I don't think I've ever said that before. But if you like it, for some reason I like this. So I need to get my cutting out of the way. I like it when it's tall. So you're going to score short and cut long. And it doesn't matter whether you want portrait or landscape. Either way, it works just fine. Unlike the last time when we did all that cutting, we needed we definitely needed more of the book look cut. I have to get my cutting blade out of the way before I cut instead of score. So this is a silly little shortcut, but I've shared it before. I'm losing my train of thought. What am I trying to do? Oh, just scoring first and then cutting just saves one more little step. Like, I'm always running late. I'm always behind. So whatever time I can save for myself is a good thing. So I told you that having 4 pieces of coordinating cardstock is a good idea. I actually have 5. So I couldn't decide which colors I wanted to use with this designer paper, so I wanted to have more options. So I'm just folding these in half. I can use my bone folder later if I really want to. I don't think I have one out over here. I'll have to pull it out. So by the way, I told you that I'm using the Tropical Oasis, and I showed you that I'm using all the fruits. I hadn't used that designer paper yet. So these colors that I chose, this is Real Red and Pool Party and Grapefruit Grove. I'm gonna miss this, and I actually have a whole pack left that is not even open yet. Daffodil Delight and Pear Pizzazz. Those are the colors that I chose to go with this. All right, so I'm gonna set these aside for the moment. Now I'm going to cut 2 pieces of cardstock. One I need to wait on. So this one, for the layers that we're doing, we need to cut 6 of these at 4 inches by 5 1/4. So I'm going to cut both of these at 4. Actually, I'm going to cut one more at 4. And I honestly don't remember what size we need for the other, so we'll do that later. Okay, by 5 1/4. So I have 3 strips here. I'm lining these up. So since it's cut down to 4 inches, all 3 of these will fit on here. If they were all 4 1/4, that wouldn't work. They wouldn't fit. All right, so I'm doing this. You don't have to do this, and Sarah certainly didn't do this, but she also had a little bit more design to her card base. She had the metallic edged note cards and envelopes, but I am very much, I prefer adding white to my card to help my colors pop. If I don't have, well, let me just show you. So there's this card, just like this. That's cool, but I feel like it stands out better if I have this with it. So there always has to be white or vanilla on my card whenever I'm doing it. That's my rule. I feel like it's a must. So I have these cut, and we're just gonna set this last piece aside and decide how big we want it for the extra pieces that we have. Okay, so I'm done cutting. Are you, Dina and Alexa, what were the white sizes? 4 inches by 5 1/4. So basically a normal size card, but a 1/4 inch off each side. Or, yeah. It's also a 1/4 inch bigger than all of the designer paper pieces that we have. Okay, so I'm gonna fan these out so I can decide what it is that I want to do. So for a while, we're just gonna be putting the bases down. Wait, I wanna show, well, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this for a while. It'll kind of help Alexa and Dina get caught up if they're not. So I'm just putting my white bases on here. I'll do one in each color maybe. Well, I guess not. I don't have enough to do one in each color. Oh, and I forgot. I chose landscape, so I gotta make sure that this looks right landscape. All right. Hi, Cindy. I'm glad you're here. I miss seeing you. All right. So next I'm gonna grab my grapefruit grove. I just really want this. I'm gonna put my white down. I'm gonna do a few of these, and then we're gonna be adding embellishments later, and our sentiments later. You love for town. So I take it you've been there, or you like the name of it. I forgot what the name is, just a sec. I gotta scroll. Oh, I can't see it anymore. So I have these. So I personally don't want just my pineapple background. There's not enough color here for me, so I'm just using it as an accent. And I'll show you on one of these how that's gonna happen. So remember, we have a skinny piece. This is my, no, this is my normal size. Okay, so I have my skinny piece that I cut last night. It was a mistake. Today I did it on purpose, and I'm gonna do this with the Pear Pizzazz one. And I'm still going to put my base down this time. Great Dutch Bakery there. Ooh, what kind of things can you get at a Dutch bakery? I love bakeries. I would think, isn't it? It's a beautiful spot to live. Baker Lakes. And today we have sunshine. Yay! Today we have rain, but right now the sun's coming out. I'm somewhat happy because I was a little bit worried about it. We were warned back in the fall, I think, that we were going to be having some road work done. And I'm like, that's not going to go well with classes and clubs. And they're getting it done now, which is awesome. But today they totally stripped the road of asphalt. So I'm assuming that they did that in the rain. I don't know if they'll do anything else in the rain. So I'm going to put this one piece up here. So this is my skinny, my one that I cut wrong on mistake. And then I'm gonna put, this one doesn't seem very, I want to see this. I guess they're all like that. Get the bottom half of the pineapple and then the top. Okay, so I was happy that they're getting the road work done now while I'm not having any classes. Yes, exactly, Nancy. All right, so now I'm putting this little strip that I have right here. So here's a way that you can add a little bit more interest, unlike how the rest of these are just pretty standard. I want to show you, so before I keep going, and kind of to help Dina and Alexa catch up, I feel like I turned this light. Did I turn this light? Sorry. I guess that's just the way it is. Okay. So I like the ones that, this one's my favorite. I gotta find it. Just a sec. I was truly struggling deciding which designer paper that I wanted to use from this pack. And I really wanted, like when I saw the colorful fruit, I wanted that. And I saw the cars, I'm like, that's so not me to do, and I like it. And then I saw some other pretty flowers that I hadn't used yet. I used the bold, like the terracotta flowers, but I wanted these. So here's another look in the same design. But look how awesome this one is. I love it with this, the back of this one is the soft suede looking, it kind of looks like the coastal weave embossing folder, but without the texture. So I like that. So I have all these cards that are kind of ready. All right. Now I'm kind of going all over the place. Sorry. So I'm going to finish. I don't know how Alexa and Dina are doing, but I'm going to finish putting my white card bases down and the main part of my designer paper down. Then I'm going to show you this is awesome. I had to do this with yellow. It's just such bright designer paper. I love it. Then I'll show you what we're doing with the small little pieces. Did I use Pear Pizzazz already? All right. One more with the skinny piece that I need. think I'll do that with the real red. I'm so sad Coastal Weave embossing folder's retiring. I know, I was kind of surprised that it was, but there's so much other cool stuff in the catalog. It's unbelievable. I've said this before, and my wish list is just huge. I'm not always a stamp set person. When I'm shopping, like words usually attract my attention. Words and fonts attract my attention. But otherwise, I'm all about all the extras, the designer paper and the ribbon and the rhinestones and, you know, all that, the embossing folders and all that kind of stuff. And my whole, so when I provide catalogs to my customers, I have a literal full sheet wish list that I give them. No, the lines are not this skinny, but anyway, it's a full page wish list. My whole front page was all stamp sets, and I think I went on the back too. I love it. Okay, so Dina and Alexa, how are you doing? I have 6 cards here, and there are a couple more that I'm going to do here. So I'm going to show you some designs before I decide what I want to do. Just a sec. I'm not going through all these. I'm just going to show you two things that I did. Oh, I guess I could have done that with it also. All right. Maybe you want to hold off on putting your designer paper down if you want a little more interest. Okay, so I already showed you. Okay, you're good. So I already showed you this one. I love this look. Here is one. So we have 2 little pieces here that the original design of the card is, I'll see if I can, oh, I forgot. You can read it with me. This one is, there's a little tiny piece of designer paper and the other little tiny piece of designer paper here. So that was the original thought, but I wanted to go a little bit different. And so, but you're going to flip it, obviously, so that you can see both sides. But so here was the first one that I did. Oops, this way. So I just have them tipped a little bit, and I haven't figured out where I'm putting my my greeting yet, or which greeting I'm doing, or whatever. But I just have this little white piece behind here, rather than just completely having it all square behind these 2 pieces and everything be all straight and whatever. So that's one thing that I did. And here's another thing. I basically put this small piece, I don't have it measured, just a sec. See if I can measure it on here. This is 2 1/4 by 4 1/4. That's what this white piece is here. So basically I used this same piece, but this time I just kind of offset it. I made them straight, but offset it right on here. So that's what I'm doing with that. Now this one, I decided before I put it down that I was going to fold it. So this isn't cut, this is just folded. So so it's shorter here, which is fine. So I creased it on here and glued this down, and then cut my layer to be skinnier around it and to fit it. So you just kind of have to decide what it is that you want to do. Oh, this is for, there's a card on here. Oh, and then this is the landscape version basically of this, but with the whole piece around it that is basically 1/4 inch bigger than the 2 pieces together. Does that make sense? So those are my bases. So I think I'm going to cut my piece. I liked it with this, just the just the skinny little thing. So this piece that's left is too long. but that's all right, we can cut it. So I'm going to cut 2 of them that are 2 1/4. I guess it doesn't matter. The length doesn't matter because it's bigger than, the card is bigger than this, so I'm not going to cut it down. So this is probably 4 1/2 inches long instead of 4 1/4, or something like that. All right, so I want this piece. I want my Grapefruit Grove, and these are, so because we went landscape, these pieces are taller, so I'm going to, I still want it that way though. So I'm going to put these, oh, I forgot to do one of the things with, oh, now I'm going to have to cut more. I forgot to do one of the things with the Shelby idea. That was dumb. All right, so I'll do these and then I'll go get more designer paper. I totally forgot. So one I want like this. And I actually want this, I want the more colorful one on top, so I'm going to tuck this one underneath. All right, do I have my paper? No. All right, my designer paper. I'm gonna go get my designer paper because I want to show you one more thing. So when Sydney made hers, she had, see, this is the flower that I've used already. When Sydney made hers, she had a heart punch. Which one do I want? I think I want to do the fruit some more. Except I have Pool Party, Pure Pizzazz. Is that what I want? We'll do it with the yellow. Okay. So I'm gonna cut my piece so it's fair. So if you cut all your, your designer paper, oops, 5 inches. If you cut all your designer paper, you still have this same size to work with. So 5 by 3 3/4. So what she did was she used a punch, and I'm just gonna make some punches in here. So I told on my blog, I said that I was using a 2-inch punch, but that's too big to do what I'm doing here. So I'm just punching these out here. So this size is 1 1/2 inches. I don't think I can get, oh, I can. I can even get 6 of them out of here. Okay. So what I'm doing now, oops, that was a bad punch job. I could get 6 out, but it came off the edge, so whoopies. I say that because when my niece was little, that's how she said oopsie. She said oopies. I loved it. Okay, so what I'm doing now I need my card base again. Where did I put it? So I'm going to cut this to what I had been doing, which was 5 inches. by. No, I did that wrong. Alright, this is just a dumb cut. So I'm actually cutting this to the size that that my designer paper was. So I did by 5 by 3 1/4. So now what I want to do is I'm going to place these on here, and some of them are going to be hanging off, and some of them are just kind of going to be on here. So I'm going to put these down. I'm going to put this here. How do I want it? So we're making this little background out of all these little designer paper pieces, and we still can put our greeting on top. So I'm coming off here, and I'm going to cut that off. And I might try to add it somewhere else. Okay, so this one, I know I can add somewhere else. So if I go to the back, I can see it better. So I'm going to trim this right with here. And this one, I know I can fit up here. I'm not sure I can fit these anywhere else. Maybe part of them I can. All right, let's see what we got. We got this pineapple. So that would need to go here or here. And we got this. That would need to go here. Yeah, I'm going to get this one on here. I honestly don't know if it's upside down or not. Huh, that's okay. All right, so I have this. So I have this that I can put on my card base. Now see, this one makes me feel like I want more color behind it rather than just white. We're just going to go with it. All right, so now we can add our sentiment and our embellishments. So that's too much white. We're gonna have to put something behind this. That's a lot of white. Or maybe we use just a smaller greeting. This is definitely a sending joy and sunshine kind of card, isn't it? Oops, need to get in there. All right, so I think I do want more color. So I'm going to use this cardstock that I still have left over. I'm going to go Pear Pizzazz. So this, by the way, this greeting actually said sending joy and sunshine, not germs. And I just didn't want the negative part of the germs on there. I just wanted it to be joy and sunshine. So I cut it off. So this is basically 1 inch wide. So I'm gonna go, this is gonna be 1 1/4 inch wide. And if I would have been smart, I could have gone in the other way because we do have a 1 1/4 inch over there. I could have held on to it easily. All right, so I want to put this on here. Oh, I want it skinnier. This is a really skinny greeting, and I want my border to be skinnier too. So instead of 1 1/4, I want 1 1/8. I'm picky sometimes. And now I just stuck it to the bottom of my trimmer. There we go. That's better. Here I thought I would be making a flag out of this one, but I'm just going with this. So we can put this on here. And I think I want some ribbon, or no, I don't want those on this one. I'm going to use some of this baker's twine here. So this is the nature twine. I'm kind of cutting a long thing off. So here's what I want to do. I don't want this thick, so I'm going to peel off some of these layers. So if you have something that is too thick for your card that you're just not really wanting like that, then just unravel some of it. That's awesome. I did this on some other cards that I had made also. It also makes it go farther, because like I can get 3 thinner strands out of this easily. So what I want to do is just wrap this around here until I can tie it. So I'm just going to tie a knot. This down here. This thing makes me kind of want to stamp a sun on here, but I don't have one. Alright, and I am going to use dimensionals to put this on. I feel like this could go on for hours. I don't think I'm gonna have tons of these cards done. I have so many that I can make here. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get 4 cards done, I think, because I can finish that. So I'm gonna put this here. Sunny, joy, and sunshine. So here's this one, and I'm going to get 4 cards done, so I have that. Note to self, don't cut DSP as instructed. Sorry, I changed my mind about things. I didn't know that I would do that. Okay, so this one goes well with this, sending love and paper hugs. I'm going to put this on here. I'm so sorry. This one, see, the thing with, hi Terry. See, the thing with this one is it was all kind of impromptu anyway. It was just kind of, here are some basic designs, and I was realizing it's so basic I wanted to do other things. So Sorry, Dina. Last time, the last one that we did, it was just, this is what we're doing, and here's what we got, and it worked out great. So I think that's what will happen next time. So I have this one, has Sending Love and Paper Hugs, and I think I just want to put a little clip on here. Let's see if it, they're kind of hard to pinch. Oh, that's cute. All right, so here's that one. So I got that one. I'm gonna finish one of these. What colors do we have here that would work? Oh, I like this one. So this one is printed in, like, I'm gonna say soft suede. I'm not sure that it's actually that or not. So I'm just making this one really simple, and it goes with these colors, and so I'm just, sorry about that. I don't know what that timer was for. Because I'm already on here. So I'm putting little mini dimensionals on here. And I like this. I don't think I want to do anything else to this one. I like those colors a lot. All right, last one I'm going to do. So that wasn't even from my fruit one. I'll do one more from my fruit one. Let's see here. I'm going to do this one that has the extra. Oh, I forgot. There's one more thing. There's one more thing. I told you about all the extra pieces. I'm going to do that really quick. So the extra pieces that you end up with, the 3/4 inch, you make a card by putting all these strips down. So I'm going to put these down, put this down, and then the flowers are kind of sideways, but that's okay, that'll work. So because I had the extra, you could probably do it with just 4 if you have those extra pieces, but you're gonna make your card like this. So I'm gonna finish this card out. This will be my last one. So I'll have 4 cards that I'll do a drawing for on Friday. And all the rest that I'm making, I'm going to be sending out also. Mostly I will try to be doing, I need to send a big batch to our frontline workers again. So all these strips are 3/4 inches wide and 5 inches long. All right, now with this one, I feel like I want some ribbon. Oh, I know, I want this copper trim. That will be good. This copper trim that I saved or brought here just for this. All right, right over left, left over right. So the thought is, in case you're late to the party or didn't get the idea, the thought is our day of service is not just about making cards, but sending them. So make sure, did you know that the copper trim you can peel apart and kind of make it like mesh at the end? So it's not just about making the cards, it's about sending them. That's what this day of service was all about, is sending the cards. So I have, look at that, that's kind of cool. I don't know if you can see it. So now I need a saying that goes on here. I don't want that one. That's too, it's too boxy. I feel like you need a square one. I don't know, I can't find, is that big enough? I'm covering up most of the designer paper, but at least it's a different shape. Maybe I just want to, I'm going to do, is Dot even on today? I'm going to go rogue. I'm going to do something totally different that's not even here. Excuse me. I'm going to punch a circle and I'm going to stamp it. And I don't have any stamps here. Tilt, you're saying maybe. I know, I thought that too. I feel like I need, there's so much squareness. I need something round is what I feel like. All right, so I'm going to put this circle on here and find a saying quick. Do I have any stamps around here? I don't have the Tropical Oasis right now, so I'm going to find something else really quick. Sweet and swirl. I'm going to go with, I love this saying and I'm going to miss the stamp set. I'm going to go with, oh hey. Alright, so I have this. I need my black. I need my ink. And I need to practice. Oh, good. All right, that goes all on there. I got, oh, hey. Gonna put that on there. And then some rhinestones that kind of coordinate with this. That is gonna work for me. Note to self, be sure you don't forget the adhesive, just in case your connection goes wonky and you miss measurements for cutting the DSP. Oh, I didn't know you were stamping with me too. There's more I gotta see. I can't see your whole thing. Just a sec. Also important to be sure coffee is kicked in. To remain calm during reconnecting. That's funny. All right, so I'm gonna put dimensionals on the back here. And rhinestones on the front. Nancy, I didn't know you were stamping with me. I didn't see you say anything. All right, so I got my oh hey. And then I want this pool, I think it's pool party. Pool party. And this is pumpkin pie, I think. This is not even the thing that I got out that I thought I was going to use. I'm going to do this darker. Do this too. Oops, I missed it. I specifically got out there. I specifically got out these Noble Peacock rhinestones. And then I went with the holiday ones that I had sitting here from before. You were trying, sorry. Okay, so here's my last one that I made. So this one is really kind of crazy, and I guess it needs this white. I was worried that there was going to be too much white here, but add rhinestones and we're good. All right, so I have lots more cards to finish up, but I'm going to be done stamping because it's been over an hour now. Okay, so I'm going to upside down you, put you backwards again, and hello. Okay, so I'll show you the cards that I finished already. Okay, so here is my strips one that we had cut. So I'm sorry if you were following me and it was just too much weirdness. Next time I'll plan not so much weirdness. It'll just be planned. But I was just thinking on the fly with what I was doing and trying to be creative with the map that that Sara provided. So here's one. I like this designer paper a lot. And here is, did I disconnect something? I think I hit something. So here's another one. We have a little mini library clip on there. And then here's my sending joy and sunshine. I like it. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it, Marcia. Okay, this fruit just totally gets me. Okay, let's see. What else do I have? Okay, so on Friday, 2 days from now, I will be showing you some alternate ideas with the May Paper Pumpkin Kit. And just to remind you, you did end up doing in the paste was great. Oh, good. Thanks, Deb. You're a quick stamper, though. You can think on the fly quickly. So I'm glad it worked out for you. I hope everybody else that stamped with me did okay and had fun. So you can do a lot with the different designs, and I was trying to be creative as I was going. So next time I just need to have a plan and just do it and not just be on the fly sort of thing. So if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber already, now is an awesome time to subscribe because the kit is called Box of Sunshine, and it is all totally bright and sunshiny, and Sara helped design it, and there's a cute little video. If you haven't seen it on my website or on Facebook or whatever, go look for it. Subscribe. You can there's a link for Paper Pumpkin, and I'll show you some alternate ideas, because remember, if you didn't know this about Paper Pumpkin, you get a box of supplies to be able to make everything, like all the projects on the sheet, but you still have the stamp set left, and even if you make up all the supplies, you usually have dimensionals left or rhinestones, but the stamp set for sure, so you can make all kinds of other stuff with it. So so that's my plan for Friday, is to show you some other ideas that you can do with your stuff. So okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. Remember to share the video, and I will enter you into my drawing. I have 4 cards to give away today, and the rest I need to send. So I hope you do that too. There's lots of people to send them to. Happy mail is a good thing, so get it out there. Excuse me. I know I struggle with it, but I just really have been trying lately. So have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you on Friday. Bye.